Good morning, students. I hope all of you are fine. Today, I'll talk about loss of biodiversity and its conservation. Unit 1, Chapter 4, page 21 to 31. Before I go to the main topic, let me remind you few terms. First, biodiversity, its classification, and finally, importance of biodiversity. Large variety of flora and fauna of the planet Earth is known as biodiversity. It is made up of two words, bio, which means life, and diversity, which means variety. In simple way, the varieties of living organisms such as plants, birds, insects, microorganisms, fishes, human beings, etc. present on planet Earth is called as biodiversity. The term biodiversity was coined by E.O. Wilson in 1985. The classification of biodiversity. Three types of biodiversity. First, the genetic biodiversity, or also known as genetic diversity, related to gene occurred in same species. For example, different texture of hair, skin, color among the human beings. Next is species biodiversity, or species diversity, related to different species present in an area. For example, dog, cat, pig in our surrounding. The third one is ecosystem biodiversity, or simply ecosystem diversity, which is related to different kinds of ecosystem, namely forest, desert, grassland. Aquatic plant living in the aquatic ecosystem cannot survive in land ecosystem, that is the terrestrial ecosystem. The importance of the biodiversity. Now we know that biodiversity is a beautiful and wonderful aspect of nature. It balances our ecosystem. For example, green plants make their own food with the help of physical environment like sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. Herbivores and other consumers take food from green plants. Carnivores eat herbivores. When animals and plants die, their dead bodies are decomposed by bacteria, fungi, and increase the fertility of soil. Green plants again use these minerals when they grow in soil. Next, biodiversity has aesthetic value. Earth's natural beauty, its colors and hues always inspired man from the time he actually came to inhabit the earth. Diverse plants clothe the earth amazingly in beautiful ways, and diverse fauna brings our earth to life. Besides this, biodiversity also has medicinal value and productive value. Products derived from nature are sold in national and international markets. New crop varieties, also known as cultivars, are being developed by using genetic materials found in wild crop plants through biotechnology. Now, come to the main our topic, loss of biodiversity and its conservation. First, we have to know that what is meant by biodiversity loss. Biodiversity loss is the extinction of species, either plants or animals, worldwide, and also loss of species in a certain habitat. The major cause for the loss of biodiversity is habitat loss or destruction due to deforestation, overpopulation, pollution, and global warming. Habitat is the place where plants and animals live peacefully and can breed. When a species become extinct, the plant and animal species associated with it in an obligatory way also become extinct. This is called co-extinction. For example, when a host fish species become extinct, its parasites also vanish, become invisible. If mother is killed, children totally depending on mother for food will die soon. You might have heard about gene pool. Gene pool is the total genetic diversity found within a population or a species. A large gene pool has extensive genetic diversity and is better able to withstand the challenges posed by environmental stresses. If gene pool becomes small, the question of survival is coming. So the need of the hour is the conservation of biodiversity. Conservation of biodiversity is to maintain a healthy and functional ecosystem. Conservation of biodiversity is concerned with the protection of gene species and their numbers in population, ecosystems, or habitats. Conservation of biodiversity means protection, uplift, and scientific management of biodiversity to maintain it at its optimum level and derive sustainable benefits for the present and future generations. Protecting and preserving wildlife for future means the animals and plants that we love, not making a distant memory, will get maximum benefits from the conservation of biodiversity. It ensures food security, aids in carbon sequestering process, provides new economic opportunities. Now, the two types of conservation. The first type is in situ conservation. In situ conservation. In situ conservation. In situ means inside. Inside, that is, living in their own natural habitat. Another type is ex situ conservation. Ex situ means off-site, that is, outside its natural habitat. In situ conservation is the conservation in their own natural habitat. It is on-site conservation. For example, national parks, sanctuaries, it offers several advantages when protecting endangered species from extinction. It allows species to live in the environment to which they are adapted and to occupy their natural position in the food chain. Ex situ conservation. Ex situ, literally means off-site conservation. The conservation outside the natural habitat, providing proper food and shelter in an area, man-made region, is called ex situ conservation. It allows for greater control of essential conditions such as climate control, dietary intake, veterinary care, etc. It can improve the chances of successful breeding by utilizing artificial methods like embryo transfer. Before I stop for today, I'll give you few more questions. Question number 1. What do in situ and ex situ conservation methods refer to? Question number 2. How can conservation of biodiversity be useful? Question number 3. Give 4 causes leading to loss in biodiversity. Write the answers of these given questions on your notebook and click. After this, add in the attachment. Press the hand in icon. Remember, whatever I am giving from the beginning, all these are very important for you. You need to submit to me because these are all related with your internal assessment. Thanks.